Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Dynasty's Racing League's DRL TV. Tonight, I'm your host, David Wellborn, and joining me in the booth tonight is Zach Wetstein. How you doing tonight, Zach?
Doing good, man. I'm looking forward to some racing at Rockingham Speedway.
Yep, I believe we are just messed up again. Did he set this thing to open qualifying again? I could have swore I just saw two trucks on the track.
I definitely think it is.
Wow, that's 2 nights in a row that JP has messed this thing up. Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, they got 4 minutes to get on the track and put down a time. Let's just start things off real quick. Like we're here at Rockingham, we got 150 laps to go here tonight. Our next race is going to be at Eldora. Oh God, help these boys in the trucks at a dirt track. That should be some fun. At least watching it anyway. I'm not racing it, that's for sure. And our next broadcast in this series is going to be at Iowa. So, and with that being said, who do you think, or who do you like for tonight's race?
I got my eye on Richard Springer. He was up there in the speed charts during practice, and he also lapped a 41-lap long run. So he has some good experience with how his truck's going to handle through that 41-lap. Or at least those 41 laps, and so I'm seeing for him to take the checkered flag first.
Well, I mean, you can't go wrong with Highline Springer, that's for sure. But, you know, the guy I've been watching so far tonight has been Dakota Wilkins. Now, this man has been on a tear here lately. He's just not been able to really capitalize on it that good. I'm not for sure, but I believe he actually has a win this season. Don't quote me on that. But if he hasn't, I believe he's going to do it here tonight. He's been really super fast here tonight. He held the top of the leaderboard early. Collins beat him out. But as we were discussing earlier, I believe Collins is going to be his own worst enemy here before the night's over with. So, but that is just an opinion from a broadcaster and spectator's view.
Yeah, I mean, this track, you know, you have to race your fellow drivers, but I mean, you have to make sure not to hurt yourself just as much as you have to worry about the other ones.
Yep, and Austin Collins, like I said, he has been fast here tonight, and he is currently sitting on the pole. Another gentleman you're going to have to look out for tonight is Steven Sims. Steven Sims found a little something at the late stages of practice and was able to take over the top spot there at the end. But tire management is what's going to eat you up here tonight. Again, we are here for 150 laps. They do have 3 sets of tires, so they can stop at 50 and then stop at 100 and still have a set of tires just in case they need them on that last run. There will be no one stopping it here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That will not happen. These tire wear on this trucks are so great for a fall off. Once they get to lap 35 or 40, they're going to be screaming, "I want tires." So, and they're wrecking under qualifying. Yeehaw.
Yeah, that's the tricky thing about iRacing introducing tire limits is you really have to be strategic more than ever now in iRacing. And when you have 3 sets of tires plus the ones you're on racing at Rockingham for 150 laps, that can definitely be tricky when you get into some late race situations on whether you have tires or not.
And another driver I'm going to be taking a close look at here tonight is Douglas Hess. Now, he's new to this league. I'm not even sure. This may be his second or even his first race with the league. And he's been pretty quick during practice as well. And I've noticed he's actually been able to get around a lot of these wrecks that's been happening out on the track. So I look forward to watching this man race here tonight for sure.
Yeah, we'll see what he can do. Hopefully he impresses.
Well, he's impressed me so far. It's just in practice. But your pick, Mr. Springer, is going back out one more time to see if he can't improve a little bit in these last 39 seconds. I doubt that's going to happen because, I mean, you're looking at 23 seconds a lap. So,
yeah,
I don't know why you would go back out with 23 seconds to go. You can't even get the warm-up lap in. But
yeah, he's going to be stuck at his 5th starting position.
Wow, he just lost it right there. Now, we're going to see a lot of that right there. We're going to see a lot of hospital wobble coming off. And there's going to be a bunch of guys eating the outside fence with that right side of their cars. That's for sure. This is, and another thing we're going to watch out for is the guy that does the inside dive bomb. That's not going to pay off well for either driver. Austin Collins, as of now, 23 seconds. I think actually it's over with. The qualifying is over with. So it looks like Collins, Hess, Rogers, Sims, and Springer is going to be in the top 5.
Yeah, going off of your dive bombing, with the bumps in this track, it can, if you dive bomb somebody and hit the bumps wrong, it can just send you straight right up into the other driver and end both of your days. So, yeah, I agree. I definitely don't think that dive bombing is going to work very well.
Well, that, and if you get that tire below that yellow line or even on the yellow line, that will get your car upset and loose and push you right back up into the guy in front of you or beside of you.
Exactly.
So you're going to have to use patience here tonight. The guy with the least amount of patience is going to be the first guy out of this race. That can guarantee you. Been there, done that.
Been there, done that, huh?
You've been there and done that. I don't have a lot of patience. you know, they say you can fix ignorance with knowledge, but you can't fix stupid. I got my wife has a shirt that says I'm with stupid. So, yep, it happens. Been there, done that. Like I said, but Austin Collins is going to start this race on the pole. Let's see if we can't get this grid working. Austin Collins, Douglas Hess, Jarrett Rogers, Steven Sims, Richard Springer, Michael Bridges, David Wright, Adam Purcell, Ronnie Outlaw, and Dakota Wilkins. My pick for the night. Jim Westerfield, Ted Emmenizer, Joshua Mayu, Patrick Cowgill. And of course it's going to do that to me. Dustin Eichert, Brent Keecott, Daniel Holloway, Dominic Mangione, or Macaroni, Terrence Sinay, David Lindahl, Cody Gatsky, Jarrett Gordon, Ronald Sirline, Adam Faree, and rounding out the field would be Cody Barber and Corey Sherman. And Dustin Jones and Rod Fossenau. Wow, I didn't think we had that many drivers tonight. 28 drivers. And ladies and gentlemen, yes, I made fun of Gione. I can't even hardly get his name out. Gione is his name. And I told him I was going to call him Macaroni before the race was over with. So I got it in and got it out early. So he should be able to get a kick out of that. As the lights are out on the trucks, and we are set to go green flag racing for 150 laps here at Rockingham Motor Speedway. Can't wait to see these gentlemen put on a good show for us here tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting going into turn 1 here.
Now, this might be the first and only time you see the drivers start on the inside that's leading in this race. Oh, wow. Austin spun them. And so did Hess. Hess did not get a good start at all. And it was caused a stack up. Steven Sims was all over the back end of him.
Oh, we got a driver in the wall.
There goes David Wright to the inside fence. How is that not a yellow?
Wow.
Oh, there it is. There it is. All right, well, it didn't take us long to get that in. I don't even think we got the first lap in. They didn't even make it hardly across the start-finish line before that happened. All right, we're going to jump on board here with Mr. Wright because I caught that one just out the corner of my eye. Well, we got Ronnie Outlaw in behind David Wright, and we got Adam Faree, it looks like. Adam Purcell on the outside of him. So let's see what happens here as these gentlemen take off. Now, there's the stack up you see right behind the 25 and Jarrett Rogers. And they're coming off of turn 2. Oh, wow. Who was that?
I believe it was Mitchell Briggs who got into the wall, and then
Mitchell
David
Briggs
Wright was just
Yep.
unfortunate to where he was.
Slammed the outside wall and then come down and door handled Mr. Wright. Yeah, but it's going to end Mr. Wright's night. He's in the pits, and he's been there for quite some time now. Over a minute trying to get his repairs done. That's not going to fare well. Now, these guys do have 3 sets of tires, as I mentioned before. But Mr. Mitchell Briggs is going to end up getting the EOL, and he's going to spend a lot of time on pit road for sure. Now, I'm surprised to see Dustin Jones, Terrence Sinay, and Brent Kingcock down pit road. I hope these gentlemen were bright enough not to grab tires this first round.
Yeah, maybe they just had some damage. I'm not sure why they would be pitting, but we mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast how you can be you mentioned how you can be your own worst enemy, but unfortunately, right there for who got wrecked. I'm sorry,
David Wright and Mitchell Briggs.
Wright. Unfortunately for Wright, he was not his own enemy. He just was unfortunate to be below a person who got into the wall, and unfortunately, it ended his night really soon.
He was in the wrong place at the right time. That's what I got to say.
Yeah, you can put it that way, too.
Yep. That's the only way you can put it, my man. In the wrong place at the right time for an accident like that. But
really unfortunate.
Now, we still have Terrence Sinay. Terrence Sinay must have got involved in that somehow as well, because he is on pit road and has been there for over 100 seconds. Kingcock there as well. When, of course, now we know Mitchell Briggs was the cause of that accident. So those 4 drivers already going laps down at the start of this race. Cody Barber come back down pit road, more likely just to top off on fuel, as he was only there for 5 seconds. Now, I don't know about a fuel run on this thing. I was thinking that you can go about 60 or 70 laps on a tank of fuel. It's the tires that's what's going to eat you up here.
Yeah. I don't know if you have time to check it out, but Kingcock got turned by, it was an alternate wreck. I'm trying to tell who was the person who turned him. I believe it was Terrence Sinay. He got up into the 4 car and just turned him. It was completely separate from the other incident, but
right.
Unfortunately it hurt Kings.
Yeah, that's not going to happen, as ATVO is acting really funny as of right now.
All right.
Yeah, it's not doing anything. Well, Austin Collins, Jarrett Rogers. I'm really surprised to see that Austin Collins is going to restart this race on the inside, but he's going to do it. So
he did get a good jump last time, so we'll see if he can get the same jump.
Yeah, but he also spun them tires as well.
That is true.
Yeah, and ATVO is just slap locked up, so I'm not sure what's going on with it. Pace cars, trucks in. He got a good start that time. Didn't spin the tires or anything. And here comes Douglas Hess. He's going to make that inside line work. Now, if you can get to the guy on the inside, you can pretty much make it work for you. Oh, wow. Steven Sims all into the wall. .45. Let's see if he got major right side damage. Yes, he did. Wow. Back up front, Austin Collins got a nice, comfortable lead. We got David Hess. David Hess. I don't know why I want to call him David Hess. Douglas Hess doing a good job here this evening. And there we go.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned him earlier, and now he's fighting for the lead.
Yeah, like I said, I've been watching him. Oh, wow. Springer all over the back end of him, though. Got to the inside. That's unusual for Springer. Usually Springer likes to do the outside passes because he's highline Springer, as I like to call him. Been calling him that ever since I saw him run first couple of times when I started broadcasting in this league. And he's right there. Wow, he is so close to his quarter. It is not even funny.
Oh,
A little wiggle there by Hess.
Yep.
That's going to be just enough to let Highline Springer get on through. But it may actually give the door open here for Jarrett Rogers to get there. And that right there is what you got to look out for. The guy getting that run and clipping you just on the quarter as you're coming off. The closing rate. Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say the closing rate was just so great at this track, it's not even funny.
Yeah, I was going to mention that if Mr. Springer wasn't careful, if you are on the inside long enough but don't make the pass, the guy behind you can jump on that opportunity and then pass you, and now you're down a spot.
Yep. I mean, usually if you can get to the inside of somebody and force them up the track, you can usually take that spot away. But if y'all are pretty equal, then you got to watch out for the guy who's a lot better on the outside because he can just roll through the turns a little bit better.
Yeah. See if Springer can make any, if he can make up any time on Austin Collins here.
And yeah, Ted Emmenizer, he's sitting back here in 12th place. Got a sharp truck here tonight. Looks like he's just sitting here riding, as I believe that we are pretty much single file throughout this track.
Yeah, we got a nice little battle going on between Adam Faree and Daniel Holloway, though. As Adam looks to try to get past the 26 of Daniel.
Yeah, that battle is heating up for sure.
We got a battle for the lead.
Springer.
Springer to the lead.
And I missed it, so we'll rewind that just to see how it works out for him. Oh, he might end up getting past again. He just gets to the inside of him and gets him up the track. Going to make that clean pass at the start-finish line.
Yeah, it looks like as the long run's starting to go on, Austin Collins is losing a little bit of time to these top four guys.
Well, he's got a whole back end full of Douglas Hess here tonight. And you can't count out Jarrett Rogers either. I've seen that man work some miracles with a damn steering wheel, that's for sure. And my pick for the night, Steven Sims, worked his way up into the top 5. So, way to go, Sims. Well,
yeah, he's been impressive so far.
I picked Dakota Wilkins, but Steven Sims is Steven Sims is another pick that I picked. So, well, there it is. Yellow flag's out. Now let's see who's rolling through the.
Looks like the 10 truck of Rob.
Oh no!
Now.
Mr. Fonzenall, what are you doing? Oh, his whole back end's tore all to pieces. He had some help.
Yeah, it looks like Ronald Sirline, well, he doesn't have front end damage as I can see, but he has back end damage. Yep. Oh, he does have front end damage. Ronald Sirline does have a good amount of front end damage.
Well, it looks like Rod's to the inside of him. They come off. Oh, bam. He just gets to the outside fence, turns him around, and drills him in the rear end. Another place of the wrong place at the right time.
Yeah. Seen 2 of those so far.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot more of them before the night's over with. I can probably guarantee you on that one.
I agree with you there.
Austin Collins down pit road, 19 laps in. Wonder if he's going to take this opportunity to grab his first set of tires. I don't believe I would be grabbing anything but fuel.
Yeah, we'll see what he does here.
He is grabbing a set of tires. Wow. I would not believe that if I had not seen it for myself. So, who did that turn the lead back over to? Did I just see him only take right side?
No, he took both sides.
Okay.
Richard Springer maintained the lead, but it moves Douglas Hess up to second. and furthermore down the running line.
Brett Kingcott, David Wright, both still on pit road from that first accident, from that first caution. And, of course, I don't know what is going on with the software here tonight. I'm hoping maybe if I can close out the timing screen, it'll come back to me, but it doesn't look like it's even going to let me close the timing screen out, so. But the lights should be going out next time by.
I'm really interested to see how this strategy works out for Austin Collins. As you mentioned, we're not very far into this race, only 20 laps, 18 laps on the tires. I'm not sure if pitting right now is really going to give him an advantage. He will be on fresher tires, but as you mentioned, he is now down a tire set, and that'll probably hurt him later in the race if we have more cautions.
Oh, we're probably going to definitely have some more cautions, that's for sure. We've already had 2 cautions for 8 laps, so and the track temperature is only come down 1 degree, so it's 132 degrees out there on the track, which making it really slickery out there tonight. Air temperature is 78. So
yeah, with the track being that hot, it's going to burn the tires even more. So
that's why I'm saying I don't believe I would have went through the trouble of using up a set of tires this early in the race.
Yeah.
And I mean, with the lack of patience that he has, and he's got to come back through the traffic now.
Yeah, I mean, when you're trying to get through that traffic, you're really using up that right front tire. So if he does try to work his way through the traffic, he's probably going to burn up his tires a lot.
But they should be doubling up this time, and I'd be surprised if old Highline Springer doesn't take the outside on the restart here. And I think he is. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what he's doing. Yep. That is what he's doing.
It'll be interesting to see if this works out for him. We saw Austin Collins take the bottom, and it proved to work out for him. So we'll see how the Highline does going into turn 1.
Yeah, well, with 22 laps on your tires and on a restart at this track here, I'm pretty sure you definitely want to start the outside. And it looks like Steven Sims is going to be in a really good position in 4th, but he's got some rear end damage already.
Yeah, but at a track like this, I don't think the rear end damage will hurt him too much aerodynamically. He's proven that he's been able to get up to 4th, so I think he'll be able to keep progressing.
Now, my pick for tonight, Dakota Wilkins, slowly but surely working his way up. He is now currently in the 8th position.
All right, here we go.
Pace truck is in. Oh, Ridge Springer got a hell of a damn jump there.
Oh, we got somebody in the wall a little bit. It was the 51 truck of Ronnie Outlaw. Just kissed the wall. He has some right front damage. See how that affects him.
Move for the lead. There goes Hess. Don't slide up just yet, Hess. Springer able to battle back. Hess got credit for leading that last lap, but it ain't over just yet.
Got a good run off of 2. We'll see how that helps him in turn 3.
And the longer you can keep that guy pinned down there, the more you're going to cause him to burn that tires up. Oh, don't get that hospital wobble going. He beats him to the line again, so he got credit for that lap as well.
Ooh, Springer got high there.
Oh, and he's in the wall. Oh, everybody's trying to move around him. This race ain't over. I mean, this battle ain't over yet. Springer's trying to fight back. 3 wide here at Rockingham. It's not going to work. They quickly decided it isn't going to work and back out of it, but it ain't over yet. 35 up underneath Sims. Springer trying to back out of it, trying to keep from running all over Steven Sims. 58, Adam Purcell to the inside of Springer. Springer dropping like a rock. Oh, and there they go, contact. He come down on him. Wow, and that puts Dakota Wilkins into the wall as well. There goes my pick for the night.
I gathered about 2 or 3 trucks there.
And Dakota Wilkins does have a lot of front end damage. So we'll get up on board here with Springer. And we'll let you be the judge for it. But it looks to me like he comes down on top of Purcell and takes them both out. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I definitely think he came down the track.
Oh, well, I don't know. I mean, Purcell did come up.
I think they met in the middle, to be honest with you.
They were, yeah.
Down.
Yeah, they were both looking for the same real estate and drew short.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for the other trucks that weren't in that battle, but still paid a price for it.
Well, like I said, the guy that I was looking to see impress me tonight is doing exactly that. Currently sitting in the first position, old Douglas Hess. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is either his first or second race here in the season.
I checked the race from New Hampshire, and he was in it, so this is his second race.
Okay. Let's see. I'm hoping that maybe he's... Yeah, okay. He is down in K2B Motorsports team with Joshua Mayu. So he's got a teammate here tonight. Joshua Mayu is also new to this league as well, I believe.
Yeah, it looks like Douglas got wrecked out of the last race, so he's doing a lot better than he was able to last week. Leading this race, I mean, he was able to impressively take that from Springer, so he's got a fast truck under him.
What in the world, Outlaw?
In the 29 truck was one of the trucks caught up in that. Unfortunately, has a lot of right front damage. He got into the wall trying to avoid those 2 trucks that got together. So it's unfortunate for Adam. Hopefully he can get that fixed up soon and keep trucking along.
Okay. No comment as to what I just saw there, ladies and gentlemen.
What happened to you?
I will explain after the race. But it's something I can't share on air. But it's going to be pretty hilarious. Okay. I thought it was hilarious anyway. But that's just me. Our top 10 right now is Douglas Hess, Jarrett Rogers, Ronnie Outlaw, Jim Westerfield, Steven Sims, Adam Fareed, Patrick Cowgill, David Lindahl, Josh Mayu, and Austin Collins has moved his way back into the top 10 after coming down pit road on that first stint. 10 laps difference on their tires, I believe.
Yeah, these cautions are really helping Austin after pitting there. He's on the freshest tires, and if the cautions keep coming out and he's able to keep picking off positions, I mean, it's really working out for him so far. We'll see how it keeps going, but so far it's worked out for him.
Well, we did have a few drivers come down pit road. Right now, I can't see. It looks like everybody from 13th back come down pit road. So, not a bad decision there.
Adam Purcell did say that that wreck was on him. We both thought that both of the drivers just met in the middle, but he thinks that he was the person to cause that wreck, I guess.
Right. Well, like I said, it looked like they were. To me, it looked like he was coming up, but then again, I mean, you saw Springer coming down at the same time, and that was just something. That's why we have race control. That's just something that a broadcaster just cannot determine. And it really helps out when the person steps up and say, okay, yeah, I'll take blame for it.
Yeah, I commend him for that. But if I could talk to him, I would say, hey, man, I mean, it did seem like Springer came down, so it was part his fault. But, I mean, obviously in our eyes, it was just a racing deal that both of them were trying to get that spot, and it was just unfortunate what happened.
The racing, they grabbed that one spot of real estate, and they both lost.
Exactly.
I have no idea what is going on with this timing screen.
Douglas Hess chose the bottom on this restart, so he saw that last restart and how Springer lost the lead on the outside, so using that to his advantage.
And currently running with 32 laps on his tires. I mean, I don't know if I like that call, but he's a driver. I'm a broadcaster. And like I said, the lights are out on the pace cars, so we are set to go back.
Yeah, I just think he saw how that worked out for Springer last time, and I think that's really went into what he chose, what lane he chose.
Well, the pace truck's in. He's down in the way. Well,
Really good restart there.
really? I mean, you jumped off of him? Oh,
Ooh.
Jarrett Rogers, completely sideways. Oh, that's going to mess up a bunch of trucks. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And I don't know if he actually got any help from Outlaw, but
Corey Sherman really caught the blunt of that hit.
no contact. A lot of net code, though. Oh, Daniel Holloway's involved in that as well. Drives right into the wreck. Wow. Well, did not want to see that happen to Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate for all drivers included in that wreck.
Well, I'd just like to see him come around my neighborhood, though. Oh, you caught that, did you?
I did. I caught that.
Okay. I got him the first interview I gave it to him. I said, well, Mr. Rogers, that's nice for you to be in the neighborhood. So, yeah. You got to have fun. If you don't have fun, there's no sense in doing anything.
Yeah, there you go.
As of right now,
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, as of right now, Douglas Hess is in first, Ronnie Outlaw second, Steven Sims third, Patrick Cowgill fourth, Jim Westerfield is going to round out the top five, Adam Faree sixth, Josh Mayhew seventh, David Lindahl eighth, Austin Collins moved up one more position into the ninth, and Dominic Mangione is in 10th.
If I could take a second to point out, there's been some impressive drivers in the top 10 right now. You got David Lindahl, who started 20th, and he's in the 8th position. You got Josh Mayhew, who started 13th, is now 7th. And Adam Faree started in the 24th position, is now 6th place.
Well, you know what they say, the cream always rises to the top the more you churn it.
Yeah, I mean, just because you start in the back, if you can, I mean, use enough patience and you can get through the field and not get, a part of one of these wrecks, you can really use your talent to get to the front.
Well, if anybody knows about starting in the back and going to the front, that'd be Thomas Harmon in your series, my man.
Yeah.
That,
there's a couple people in the National Series who have gone from the back to the front very impressively.
Harmon does it week in and week out. I mean, it's almost his trademark at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I know you've been away for, 2, maybe 3 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
So, yeah, he's really impressed us with that, starting in the back and working his way up into the front and into the top 5. But another person you got to look out for is that Eric Wolf, man. 3 in a row, started on the pole and finished the race winning it. So
he's insane.
He's working on trying to get up there with breaking Hesgar's record of 17 races. He's currently at 9. He don't need but 8 more to go.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I think he's going to get his. I won't say this week, just so I can give some other drivers some respect too. But he's in the next couple weeks, he will get his 10th win.
Oh yeah. Well, the lights should be going out this time by. They should be doubling up. Now, a lot of these drivers are still on their first set of tires. As we have completed 37 laps, but, you know, we have completed 10 of those, or 11 of those underneath the yellow, so tires wear is not quite that war on the trucks as of right now. But I still assume within the next 10 or 15 laps, they're going to want to come down pit road and get some fresh tires.
Yeah, I believe if we can get to that point, to that 50 lap, 55 lap range, and there is another caution, we might see people pit, but if these cautions keep flying like they have been, I mean, who knows how long they'll stay out there.
Well, a normal run for me here at this track would be about 45 laps on a set of tires. If I can get to 50, I would be lucky because I just burned my right front tire up. But, you know, then again, it is Rockingham. Anything can happen.
Yeah, it's a pretty crazy track.
I am really impressed with Hess right now.
Yeah, me too, honestly. I mean, him and Ronnie Outlaw, top 2. I'm impressed with the top 2 that we have right now.
Steven Sims worked his way up into the top 3 as well. And stands a really good shot at following Hess on through here. Maybe taking away that second position from Outlaw. As they are doubled up and the lights are out on the pace car and truck is in. They get a really good start. Outlaw did not let him run away with it. Almost decided to go down and cut off Steven Sims. Steven Sims backed out of it just to give him enough room to do it. And I believe we're going to get a lap made this time.
Yes, we do.
Back here with Adam Faree, Austin Collins. Is Collins a lap now?
No, he's on the lead lap in 8.
Okay. Well, it's just saying that Josh Mayhew is between him and Faree, and that just was not the case, isn't there? At least my timing screen is saying it. Messed all up. I don't know. Well, anyway, back up front. That battle still continues. Steven Sims thinking about going to the outside of Outlaw. I don't know that would work here.
Austin on those fresher tires is really catching the back end of this top 5.
Yeah, he's coming up through the traffic, that's for sure. He finally got around Faree, and he's got his sights set on Patrick Cowgill now.
Yeah, Steven Sims really trying to make that outside work. Not able to do it yet.
How about Jim Westerfield? Don't talk much about him a lot. But he's currently sitting there in a top 4 position. Just sitting there riding. Nice clean truck.
Yeah, he's another guy who's fought back from outside of the top 10 to the top 5 so far.
We're going to drop back here to Springer and see what's going on with this man. Truck doesn't look too bad. But he has found his way all the way back into 14th position. And, of course, my pick for the night's right behind him, Dakota Wilkins, in the 44. as he is doing everything he can to get around Ted Emmenizer. And the 27 of Cody Gatsky, I believe those two are teammates, Cody Gatsky and Emmenizer. If they ain't, somebody needs to tell them they got the same paint job.
While you're looking at that, we got Austin Collins in 4th position already, looking to take advantage of Steven Sims and Ronnie Outlaw battling here.
Collins all over the back end of Sims. Dives it low. There goes that impatience.
He should be looking to get the lead here pretty soon with those fresher tires.
He does have a little front end damage on the front of his truck. Wow, he is all over the back end of Ronnie Outlaw. Got to exert some patience here.
I got a question for you, Mr. Wellborn. You think Austin Collins, the next pit stop, if he pits with all these other guys, might take just right sides or just left sides to try to manage the tire limit?
Doesn't matter whether you take right sides or not. You get 3 sets of tires. So if you stop and take right sides, that's a set.
Oh, that's a whole set?
That's a whole set.
Oh, I thought you got rights and lefts.
Nope.
Like separately. Oh, okay. Never mind then. Disregard that question.
If he does, he's a fool. If it's a yellow and I come down pit road, but I want 4 unless we got 10 laps to go, and I've only been out there for 10 laps and I have a set of tires left, then I might just take rights for track position. But if I come down pit road under yellow, I want 4 tires.
Yeah, I'm glad I know that now for future reference in races.
Oh, yeah. I found that out the hard way.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't.
I thought I was going to play the system as well. Wow, they are all over. He is all over Outlaw there.
Yeah, he's trying to be patient, but he's got people on the back of him as well.
Looked like Steven Sims might have brushed the wall there. I think he was just trying to get the hell out of everybody's way.
Yeah, looks like his tires are starting to wear out and he's slowing down just a little
Outlaw runs Collins all the way down to the ground and just below that yellow line. But Collins is going to make it work for him. I think Outlaw might have brushed the wall a little bit. Collins thinking to get to the inside of Hess.
Oh, so close.
Hess is able to hang on to it. Now this has turned into a heck of a battle up front.
Yeah, I guarantee you Hess doesn't care that he has less fresh tires than Collins. He's going to battle Collins until he takes it away from him.
Well, there's 20 lap difference between the tires. Hess is on 53, Collins is on 34, so 19 to 20 laps difference on the tires. Collins to make the move for the lead. But, you know, it's going to be funny if it comes down to a green flag pit stop.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
in order to make this a one-stop race, they would have to be able to go 75 laps. I just don't see that happening.
Yeah, I mean, you got to make sure you don't blow a right front or blow any tires because that'd be detrimental to what you're trying to do in the end. So, yeah, a 75-lap run would be very difficult.
If Eric Wolf was here, he'd say it can be done, but
yeah, not all of us are Eric Wolf, that's for sure.
I know that's right. Well, Collins, once he got past Hess, was able to get almost a full second lead, and Holloway was able to get around Hess as well. Now we're looking at the 58 of Purcell, trying to work his magic to get around him as well. And those 3 drivers that I've just mentioned have fresher tires. Holloway only has 28 laps on his tires. Purcell is the same. As Purcell makes his move to the inside of Hess. Springer got the same amount of tires, and it looks like he is trying to get around Sims, who has, again, 57 laps on his tires. So it looks like everybody with the fresher tires is blowing by the gentleman that stayed out. I mean, you got Adam Faree, who started up front, is now worked his way all the way back to 14th position on 57 laps with his tires as well. So
yeah, I mean, I guess I didn't notice how much damage Richard Springer did not get from that wreck, because I thought he had more than he had, and seeing him up in fourth kind of surprised me there a little bit.
well, he did get a lot of it fixed down pit road, and if I'm not mistaken, let's see. Yeah, he's only been down pit road one time, so apparently he didn't get as much damage as we thought. Of course, now he was only spun, so
that is true. Yes,
they did door handle each other. So
he's way up to third.
now the 82.
Sorry, go ahead.
Who is that in the 82?
Number 82.
Gatsky.
Jared Gordon.
Jared Gordon. Well, he just went a lap down. And he's doing his best to stay out of everybody's way, which is a good thing.
Yeah, you got to give it to these guys. After starting off with a good amount of cautions, they've been able to go on about a 22 lap run here. So good on them. Hopefully we can see more of the green flag run. We got a person going down pit road.
Looks like Mangione and Sherman. Well, Sherman's already been down there, so this may be a pit stop, a normal pit stop for the 66.
Yeah, we'll see how that works out for him.
As Austin Collins did have almost a full second lead, that has been cut down by Holloway, who was coming really fast. And Mangione 1 lap down. This is his first pit stop, so this is a scheduled pit stop on lap 50 or on lap 63. So not quite able to get the full 75 laps needed to make a full run, but he definitely will be a factor to deal with once everything cycles through.
I'm surprised Mangione didn't try to stretch that out further, because he was a lap down before that pit stop, I believe. So, probably wanted to try to get back on the lead lap. So, a little surprised by that, as he's 2 laps down now. But, he's in the driver's seat, not me. So, it's his call to make.
Well, I'm assuming that maybe he's thinking he can get back on the lead lap by driving his way back through traffic here and then getting ahead of the first car a lap down before the next yellow flag comes out.
Yeah, it's very possible.
Jared Gordon down pit road. Scheduled pit stop, lap 66. So between now and 75, if you can do that, that would give you 2 tires. There's a couple of drivers that have not come down pit road at all. That's Westerfield, Sims, Patrick Calgill, Hess, Ronnie Outlaw, Cody Gatsky. Well, no, Cody Gatsky's been down. David Lindahl. There's the yellow flag. Throw all of it out the window now. Adam Faree, Joshua Mayu. Those drivers have not been down pit road, but they are definitely going to come this time. Who was that sitting on the back stretch?
Cody Barber is a spinner.
Cody Barber. What number?
Number 28.
All right. And he's still beating the crap out of his car. Let's see what happens to Mr. Barber here. Wow, it's a long wreck. Oh, it looks like he's going to get some help from Fossenall. Yeah, neck coat. It looks to me like, and then he gets clipped by Lindahl. But take a look at that again. It looks more like the same with the Springer incident. They both come down and up,
Yeah.
but he does a lot more coming up than Fastenal does coming down. So
Everybody coming down pit road here.
that does not surprise me one bit.
See what Colin does here. Let's see if he takes fuel only or if he does take a set of tires.
Well, Collins is slowly moving his way down. I would imagine he's going to take 4 tires. He'd be a fool not to. Here goes the right size. And there goes the left. So
that leaves him with 1 set for the next 80 laps.
Yep. And his bed's made. But there are a lot of drivers that still have 2 sets left.
So you said fuel windows around 45 laps?
Well, apparently it's not because they just went 69 laps on a fuel. Like I said, there was like 9 drivers that had not pitted at all.
Right.
So.
Because, I mean, if it goes green the rest of the way, which is, probably unlikely, just there's going to be wrecks most likely. But if it somehow does go green and we get green for like pit stops, Austin will probably try to split that 80 laps and getting tires at probably with 40 to go. And that'll make it interesting because if there is a late race caution with 10 to go or so, he's going to be on old tires. And other people might be able to get tires, and he'll be left out.
Yep.
He'll just be sitting there.
That's why I didn't like to call it stopping on that lap 20, being the first guy coming down on lap 20 getting a set of tires. But so far, it's worked out for him.
Yeah, I mean, you never know how these things are going to go, so we'll see how his plan works out, honestly.
Well, Mike Tyson said everybody's got a plan till you get punched in the face.
Well, he hasn't gotten punched in the face yet, so hopefully he doesn't. And we'll see how that strategy works out.
I would love to be able to know what is going on with my timing screen. Is David Wright still on the lead lap? Because
David Wright is not. David Wright is 58 laps down.
Okay, so I think when this thing cycles through, is it going to be Hess leading? Or did Hess go down pit road and go a lap down?
Hess, for some reason, is I don't know what's going on.
He is on the tail end of the lead lap, so yeah. I think he come down pit road just before the yellow flag come out.
You're right.
So he is looking to get the waiver around.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for him.
And, well, at least he's still got fresher tires. He's still got his tires, but he just did it under green, and everybody else did it under yellow.
Yeah. That caution would have come out maybe 10 laps later when he was able to get back on the lead lap. That really would have worked out for him, probably.
Well, one thing about it, when the yellow flag comes back out again, as of right now, that would be putting Rod Fastenal back on the lead lap, as he is the first car on the lap down in 17th position. And there goes everybody past the pace truck, so it's going to cycle.
Douglas.
That's going to mean we're going to line them up 2 by 2 and get set to go back green flag racing as the lights are out on the pace truck. And we'll restart this race on lap 73. They almost made it halfway on a full set of tires and fuel. So we know that it probably could have been done.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see
how
Austin manages this one set.
Well, look who's back up there battling it out. Richard Springer.
Yep, they're in 3rd place.
Truck doesn't look too bad, even after he's got door handled.
Yeah, we'll see how good of a jump he can get here. Maybe take 2nd place from Daniel Holloway.
Truck is in. Green flag's out. And he
John
got a nice
Westfield.
run. Collins got a nice jump. There's still 2x2. Holloway's able to pull it through. Wow, what is going on back there in the back?
We got a hassle going on back there. Oh, we got a wreck.
Who, where, when, what?
We got a spin in the back of the field. I guess they've kept it green. I couldn't tell who it was because they were blinking in and out, but it was a spin at the back of the field. Could not retrieve who it was, though.
Right.
But we do have a person. We have Cody Barber rolling down pit road. I don't know if he's just coming back from fixing his damage. I don't think he was part of that. Got Brett Kingcott.
That might have been
damage.
That might have been who it was. Dustin Jones is coming down pit road, so
yeah, Brent Kingcott. I think his motor is done, so he was a part of that. I'll try to see what happened, so I can explain it to you at least.
That'd be great. Lap 75. We are officially halfway. So if it rains now, ladies and gentlemen, this race is over.
Go away, rain.
That's something I'd love to see them put in here. That would make it really interesting for some of these gentlemen here. Rain.
It'd be very dangerous.
Well, it'd give them something else to complain about.
Yeah, there you go. So, I couldn't find out how exactly it started, but the wreck consisted of the Ford Brent Kingcott, 42 of David Wright, finally back out on track, and the 39 of Dustin Jones.
Oh, wow.
So I wasn't able to, they were blinking in and out, so I wasn't really able to get how it started, but those three drivers were the three included in that wreck.
Well, this battle is heating up between Jim Westerfield and Richard Springer. Westerfield's all over the back of Springer. He has run a really good race all night long, Westerfield has. He's kept his truck out of trouble. And he has been somebody to contend with here tonight. Springer gets a heck of a run on the back end of Holloway, though.
Yeah, I'll admit I didn't really see Jim Westerfield's name, so kudos to him for kind of surprising me running up there in fourth.
Well, Jim Westerfield started this race 11th, and he has worked his way up into the 4th position. So he's doing an awesome job here tonight.
Yes,
as indeed. Springer finally makes it to the inside of Holloway. Westerfield's going to join him. And it looks like Purcell's going to join him. So shove somebody up the track and watch them go backwards.
Yeah.
But that's
really going to cost him.
That's some nature of the beast here at Rockingham. And while everybody's been racing back here in the back, it's allowed Austin Collins to pull away to a 1.1 second lead over top of Springer and Westerfield. But that gap is slowly but surely slipping because Springer is coming. He is closing that gap 1 to 2 tenths of a second a lap. We're going to jump on board in the cockpit and follow a ride around with Austin Collins as he crosses the start-finish line. And he is coming up on Rod Fossenaw. Shoots to the inside of him. Makes it look easy. And you know, he is not getting that car wide open.
Austin Collins?
He is not. He's barely getting it to like 7,500 RPMs, 7,000 RPMs, my bad. He's not even cracking 8,000 RPMs.
Yeah, you can tell from that onboard ride that he's just, I mean, it's once the tires go, you get really tight going into turn one. The truck really wants to push up.
They only have 16 laps on this run, so if he's at 7,000 RPMs now, I'd hate to see what he's going to be at. And his last lap was 24 seconds. So maybe everybody's doing 24 seconds, so maybe everybody's on a tire saving idea here. I don't know.
Also, the track's at 128 degrees Fahrenheit, so this track is very demanding on the tires, and it can be the tires can be worn out really easily here.
So it's dropped 5 or 6 degrees since the start of this race.
Not only is Richard Springer coming up here to fight for the lead, but Jim Westerfield is not far behind.
Yeah, he's been right on the dog tracks there behind Springer. He's doing an excellent job here tonight. He was not even somebody I thought about contending to be even in the top 3 with my thinking after watching practice, but he has done a heck of a job here tonight. And my pick, Dakota Wilkins, is still not out of it. He's back there in 7th position. He's back here in this mess with Steven Sims, Adam Purcell, and you got Holloway. Sims to the inside of Purcell trying to make something work. It looks like Dakota Wilkins is going to try to go with him. And if he does, that's going to gain him at least another position to work his way up. If he doesn't get into the side of Adam Purcell, Purcell makes that truck really wide coming off. Now Wilkins is thinking about to the outside. He gets to the inside of him though.
While that's happening, Springer's really knocking on the door of Austin Collins right now.
Wow, 3 trucks just passed Purcell like he was backing up.
Oh, Springer. Oh, he hit Austin Collins in the back.
Oh, no. He ain't going to be happy.
Spun him out.
Let's see if we can't rewind that and get a better look at it.
Really dove into the turn. Austin Collins is not going to be a fan of that.
Well, no harm, no foul. It didn't do any damage to him, but Austin Collins had some good hands moments right there, that's for sure.
Yeah, you know he's shaking a little bit after that.
Payback.
Yeah.
He has definitely paid him back there. Oh, he turned him. Oh, no, that is not going to, oh, and he saved it.
Nice
wow.
save.
But that's not going to go over too well with JP. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, race control ain't going to like that one.
I don't think race control saw it, but the owner was not going to appreciate the retaliation there.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, in all fairness, Collins was underneath him, but still, you be the judge. I was just judged it myself, so.
Yeah, I mean, you can't say Richard Springer didn't deserve to get a bump after he really dove it in there and bumped Austin, so I can't really blame Austin for it, but
no.
At the same time, you got to keep your composure.
Yep, you got to show a little bit of respect. I'm sure Springer probably said, I'm sorry, oops, man. But, like I said at the beginning of the race, sometimes you're your own worst enemy.
Yeah, we'll see what happens if Springer can recover and race Austin Collins by the end of this race, which I believe he can. We'll see what happens between those two.
Well, we're coming up on 55 laps to go. Collins working this traffic. Westerfield following right along with him. He's going to let Austin Collins do all the work for him. Wow, and you got a gaggle of cars behind him. You got Holloway and Sims. Springer fighting his way back up to this mix as well. Dakota Wilkins is in that as well.
You got Steven Sims on the rear bumper of Daniel Holloway.
It looks like Springer was thinking about going to the inside of Sims there for a second. Thought better of it. Didn't want a repeat of what just happened. There goes Sim to the inside of Holloway. Oh, is he going to do it? Wow.
That's textbook right there, honestly.
He got underneath him going in there. That's about as close to almost a dive bomb as you can get. He didn't quite dive bomb him, but he did get up underneath him going in. And like you said, textbook, look, bud, I'm underneath you. I'm coming.
Yep.
Sims on the back door of Westerfield looking to make the move to the inside to take over that second spot. And while all this is going on, they are actually still gaining on Collins. So Springer's coming back.
Oh, boy.
Oh, the gloves are off now, but it's time to go. They got less than 50 laps to go.
Yeah, we're getting real close to seeing Springer and Collins next to each other again, so should be interesting.
Yeah, I would say interesting, but I'm pretty sure Springer gets back to Collins, he wouldn't do him as he was done, but that's just my thinking. So we got somebody getting ready to come down pit road and mess my timing screen up again. Cody Barber back down pit road. Steven Sims doing all he can to get to the back end of Austin Collins to try to secure himself a win here this evening. And I do believe that we will get that late race yellow, as if anything goes as to what we've seen so far, it's definitely in the cards, my man. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we had a nice long run before the last caution, and you don't expect really there to be a caution once they get single filed out. But, you know, you can get a lead lap car that, you know, races with a lap car and bumps him out of the way and wrecks him. So you never know who and what is going to be the caution, but they're usually in these types of races seems to be a caution in the most important times.
Or you can get a Collins and Springer incident and not hang on to it.
Exactly. Richard Springer, thankfully, did a great job at saving it, but that is another case, yeah.
And there it is. Now Collins has got a decision to make with 45 laps to go when it restarts. And see if you can't figure out who that wreck was.
Yeah, I got you. But in my opinion, I definitely think he needs to go get tires. It would hurt him if he didn't. I think it's Ted Emmenizer.
In the 8?
About that wreck, yep. He has a smoking truck.
It is a smoking paint job, that's for sure. I like the paint.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It's going to be... the 66, I can't even pronounce his name again. Maggione gets into the wall and bounces right in front of Emmenizer.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate.
Now, what to do?
I mean, I think Austin Collins has to go get tires. Although we know that probably a caution will come out of it.
Well, he stayed out along with Holloway, Purcell, and Eichert. Steven Sims, Richard Springer, Dakota Wilkins, Jim Westerfield, Patrick Cowgill, Lindahl, Mayu, and Ronnie Outlaw, I believe, all come down pit road. That is correct.
Do you know if this is their second or third set?
Everybody I just called out, with the exception of Springer, has only been down one time. So,
okay.
Yeah, they're working on their second set of tires. Everybody I just called out is working on their second set. So they got one more to go, just in case we get a late race yellow for fresher tires. But as of right now, everybody's been down pit road at least twice. Austin Collins has been down twice, so he does have a set of tires for a late race yellow. But wow. The difference on the tires is going to be 36 laps.
Yeah, I just think this was a lose-lose situation for Collins, honestly. You can come in and get tires and be even with these guys and not lose any time to them, or you can stay out like he has, which he's going to lose time to these guys with fresher tires. And then if another caution comes out late in the race, even though he'll have a set of tires, will he be too far back in the pack to even try to win at that point?
Well, I tell you right now, regardless of what happens, if we get a late race yellow within the next 25 laps or so, I'm sure people are going to come down. Everybody will come down pit road for that last set of tires. I mean, you'd be a fool not to. Because they're getting ready to see what 35 laps difference makes on a set of tires. And you're going to see Austin Collins and Adam Purcell, Dustin Eichert. They're going to drop like a rock, bud.
Yeah, I mean...
And Steven Sims, I believe, is the first driver that did come down pit road. As soon as my timing screen comes back up, that is correct. Steven Sims is the first truck that come down pit road. He is in fourth position, so I look for him to make quick work of those top three drivers, Collins, Purcell, and Eichert. And my pick, where's he at? He's sitting there in fifth place, right behind Sims.
I'd be a little nervous if I was Dakota right now, because I mean, we'll see what lane the leader chooses. But if he chooses the inside and he spins his tires, that can be detrimental to everyone behind him.
Well, you got to worry about all three drivers up front spinning them tires.
Exactly.
But you got Eichert and Collins, depending upon whether or not Collins decides to take that inside line or not. If you get two people in front of you like that, Dakota Wilkins is going to be going backwards, like you said.
Yeah. That's why I think, with Steven Sims, he's on the outside. So if the driver in front of him does spin his tires, leader or second place, if there's room, he can go to the outside or the inside if they're at the line by then. You have more choices when you're on the outside, in my opinion.
You got a car or a wall. That's the only choice I see. But I'd rather be on the inside spinning it to the inside fence or looking for grass, but yeah. I don't believe there is any grass at this track. I believe it's all concrete. But concrete's still a little bit better of it than... Well, the lights are out. We're going to find out what's going on. Ain't going to be no speculation left. Going to restart this race at 109. That's going to give us 41 laps to go. And it's going to be a race. Old tires versus new. Collins, Purcell, Eichert, Sims, Wilkins, top 5. Westerfield, Cowgill, Lindahl, Hess, and Mayu rounds out the top 10. And you got Highline Springer sitting there in the 11th getting ready to drive through them all. Pace truck is in.
Fixing damage.
Green flag is out. Collins is down and away. Inside was looking with Sims. Tried to get to the inside of Purcell. Did not happen. I think Purcell kind of gave a little block there to help out his buddy Collins. But that's not going to last too long. Because there he goes. He's to the inside of Purcell now. Ain't going to be coming down on him this time. Not without taking him out. Westerfield coming with him.
Oh, we got a wreck in the back. Springer.
And we're still green. Sims to the inside. Was he? Sims was not able to make that pass. Oh, Collins brushed the wall there. Wow.
Yeah, it's Springer. 31 of Patrick Cowgill, and the 51 of Ronnie Outlaw, all on a wreck back in the pack.
And it looks like Outlaw is going to get in the back of Springer, from what I got to see. Oh, wow. Springer pushes up into the 31, and Outlaw just runs into the back end of him. Who's in the 31? That's Cowgill.
Yeah, while you were watching the front of the pack, I was kind of sitting back there because I saw some three-wide racing just in case they wrecked, and, I mean, they did.
I would say that would surprise me, but it doesn't. Collins, now he's giving up the lead, coming down pit road. I think it's a little too late, too short for you, bud, but all the effort went into that. You're going to lose it there. And he did. Remember, he brushed the wall just as Steven Sims got up underneath him when the yellow flag come out. So,
I mean, there's 40 laps to go. He's going to get his last set of tires here.
Yeah, and he took major right side damage on his car when he hit the wall.
I think at this point, if you're him, fix that damage to the fullest that you can, and then hope that you go on a long green flag run here and your tires work out better than the rest.
He grabbing 4 tires, and he is getting that damage fixed. He's getting a lot of it fixed, so. Well, how about old Steven Sims? He's worked his butt off for it. He may actually end up getting this win. He's got to deal with that man right there in the 35 of Jim Westerfield, who is hungry, by the way. Westerfield,
yeah,
shown that he's done a really good job. Most of these drivers up front, with the exception of Adam Purcell, are on fresher tires.
Yeah, you weren't lying when you said Steven Sims has worked really hard for this lead. He hasn't been up in the lead, but he's been in the top 5 just battling out, trying to get up there, and he finally has it.
Well,
a little bit of right front damage there, but not a lot.
He got that early on, so it's not hurt him, and he's been down pit road, so I'm pretty sure it's been fixed as much as it can be fixed.
Yeah, and at a track like this, if you don't need to lose positions fixing damage, why do it? So that's probably another reason why.
Oh, don't tell me you're coming down. Okay.
He did you a little bit.
He jerked me around there. I thought he was coming down pit road. Come on with his timing screen already. I'm about ready to cut it off. I don't even know if I can. I get the opportunity to cut it off. I'm cutting it off. Let's see, by God, you won't be doing it to me no more, will you?
Got David Lindahl on 4th position. Fought all the way from 20th starting the race. So good for him. Yeah, he's going to have a chance to get a good restart here and fight for the lead maybe.
Steven Sims started this race 4th. He's currently in the 1st position. Doing an awesome job here. And we got Westerfield that started in 11th. Is currently 2nd. Now, Adam Purcell is the one that has the most laps on his tires out of everybody in the top 10.
Your pick, Dakota Wilkins, still behind him. Dakota Wilkins was slowed down on the last restart because of that. We'll see if Purcell can get himself a little bit of a better jump. And Dakota Wilkins definitely hoping for that.
Well, it ain't over. You can't count that man out. He was fast during practice, so he's made his way up into the top 5 after starting 10th. So look forward to seeing something happening here in the closing laps.
Yeah, we really haven't been able to see him up here fighting for the lead. So hopefully he can get himself up there 3rd, 2nd, and see him battle it out with Steven Sims and the rest of the guys up there.
Now Hess, I don't know what's going on with Hess, but he is blacked out. And he is currently in the 12th position. I'm not sure if he's even on the track. Austin Collins is going to restart this race in 13th position.
I think we're going to see a little bit of Collins from what we saw when he pit the first time in this race with like 20 laps in. We're going to see him fight back through the field. It's just going to be whether we get another caution or not.
Well, he don't want one. He may be one. There goes Hess back, so nice jump by Steven Sims to get his arc going in. Oh, Hess has got some blinking going on bad.
We got a real fight going on for third position here.
Lindahl. Westerfield trying to make a move.
Oh, Springer almost just turned 58.
That's Adam Purcell. And there's the yellow flag. I'm not sure who it was. Austin Collins gained 6 positions during that run.
8 of Ted Emmenizer again. Also, Jared Gordon slowed down.
See what happens here. Well, he's coming out of pit road. What is going on? Emmenizer comes out of pit road. Don't tell me he comes out of pit road and right into traffic.
Yeah, it might not have been Ted, but he had a lot of damage, so I pointed him out. That might just be from previous wrecks.
Yeah, I don't believe it is. I'm not sure where the wreck was at.
Yeah, by the time I checked out the pack, there wasn't very much spinning going on. '27 to Cody Gaxey, he's got some damage. Not sure if that pertains to this caution.
Oh, there it is. Rod Fossenall looks like got into the back end of whatever his name is, Macaroni. So, yeah.
Yeah, I saw Rod's truck, but I mean I've seen him be really damaged up this whole race, so I wasn't sure if it was him or not.
Mangione is the one that ended up getting tagged by Rod Fossenall there.
Gotcha.
30 laps to go. Now what you gonna do? Adam Purcell's still out there on 51 lap old tires. If I was him, I'd have come down pit road. I would have come down pit road this time. That would have gave him a better shot, fresher tires than his man Austin Collins. Austin Collins has 8 laps on his tires, so he's going to be able to try to make a run. But there's only 8 laps difference really between the leader and Steven Sims and Austin Collins.
I agree with you. I think Purcell, he could only lose, 6 positions there. I think 7 positions would be worth the 4 fresh tires, because I think he could make that up. But I mean,
we just saw Austin Collins drive 7 positions or 6 positions on that 4-lap run.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, it'd be worth it to come down pit road which he does. I'm pretty sure. Let me make sure. Adam Purcell. Yeah, he still has a set of tires.
Huh. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree with you.
He's only been down pit road according to my timing screen twice, so that means that he's at least only took 2 sets of tires, meaning giving him at least 1 set left.
Yeah.
Now, my timing screen doesn't tell me how many times they took tires or what. It just tells me how many times they've been down pit road. Like Cody Gaskey's been down pit road 6 times, and Mayhew's been down it 4. So
you got to imagine the guys who have been down pit road 2 or 3 times only. They've taken tires each time, just with how the tires get eaten up at this track.
Well, these gentlemen are going to get ready to find out what's going to happen here. I believe we'll restart this thing with about 26 or 25 laps to go.
Going to be a fun shootout. I mean, we've seen on these restarts 2-3 wide at a track like this. It's not very smart to do, but I mean, you got to be aggressive at times like these, and it'll be fun.
Yeah, just aggressively patient, if that's the thing.
I don't know if that's a thing, but we'll go with it.
We have had 8 caution flags for 38 laps. Track temperature has cooled down by almost 11 degrees, ladies and gentlemen. So should be getting a little bit tighter for these gentlemen, a little bit more grip as we get set to go back green flag racing.
Dakota Wilkins still stuck in that 5th position, restarting. See what he can do from there. Got Adam Faree back in the top 5. We haven't seen him in the top 5 for a little while, but he's found his way back.
And he has 2 laps difference between him and the leader on the tires. So
also, 3rd row outside, Austin Collins on the fresher tires than the top 5, so that'll be interesting as well.
Austin Collins moved his way into 6th position after he was actually started back in 17th when this thing started. So he's gained 10 positions just in the laps that between caution and our last restart.
You know, if he doesn't win this race, he can at least take home the fact that he passed probably the most cars in this race.
Yep, pretty much. But my second pick for the night is leading it, and my first pick is 2 cars behind him, so this race ain't over yet. Bringing them down slow. There goes Sims. Oh, wow. Hess did not get a good start. I believe that was Hess. It was either him or the 29 won.
I think it was Adam.
Oh, wow. Who was the wrecking? That is Adam Collins. Austin Collins. And no yellow. What the hell's going on with no yellow? They're stuck in the middle of the track.
Wow, that's very surprising.
Race control needs to throw a yellow. That's just my opinion, but
yeah, me too. Wow, I've never seen iRacing not throw.
I do not understand that at all. But I'm going to rewind it, ladies and gentlemen, just so we can see what happens here with Austin Collins. Looks like he's going to force this thing 3 wide. He gets into the back end of the 29 after the 29 spins his tires. 3 wide. Oh, wow. You're not going to believe that.
What happened?
It looks like a lot of netcode between him and Springer.
Yeah, that's something, unfortunately, that can happen with iRacing. You're racing against guys in different states than you, and you can have netcode.
And he overcorrected it. Now we got the yellow flag out. Now I wonder what brought that yellow flag out.
Yeah, good question. I thought that might have been race control. Ooh, Dustin Eichert.
That's in the 7th. Yeah. Are you kidding me?
He got unlucky. I think that he didn't cause that. That was the 26
of Holloway.
26 of Daniel Holloway.
Well, we're going to follow on with Eichert because he's going to get a heck of a run. Oh, he gets in the back end. Oh, wow. No, who was that? Who hits Eichert, Holloway in the rear end?
Douglas Hess.
Wow.
Which is unfortunate for him because if he gets an EOL, that's going to kind of ruin the good run he's had.
Yep.
An EOL, I apologize, EOL.
Yep. That is quite unfortunate. Wow, people just keep hitting him. Well, not sure this is the bad thing for Steven Sims. And my pick, Dakota Wilkins, is going to be outside, 2nd row, when this thing restarts. Yep. I don't want to take anything away from Sims. He's been an awesome driver here tonight, but I'd like to see Dakota Wilkins, get up there and do something. I'm not sure, though, if Sims has a win or not. I think he does have a win this season.
I'll check that out for you.
Check out Wilkins, too. One of the two, I don't believe, has a win. And I'll pull for the one that don't. How's that?
Okay, let me check out the schedule here, and I'll get you that, too. All right. So Dakota Wilkins does have a win, And so does Steven. So both of them got to win this year.
Okay.
Steven's got 2. Dakota's
How about Westerfield?
Westerfield. Yep, he does. He has 1 win this year.
Lindahl?
If I look for you, I don't think that Lindahl has a win.
Come on, Lindahl. Dale Jarrett, you smelly little guy, you. You're driving the old Dale Jarrett paint job. Put that 88 Earnhardt number, Dale Jarrett. Well, you got Dale and Dale and Dale, so, I mean.
Yeah.
He got a Dale going on, that's for sure. Come on, shove that thing up in there and just push him out of the way. You got a good shot. You're sitting there in second position. All you got to do is hook him with 1 lap to go.
Just hook him.
Don't do it at next lap, but wait till you get to lap 49 across the white flag. Hook that man and walk on with a win.
Hey, we got 20 to go. If he can get a good jump, he even though he may not be the fastest truck, because Steven Sims has proven to be pretty fast. If he can just get the lead with 20 to go and just kind of hold the lead, it's kind of hard to pass. Maybe he can pull it off.
Yeah, that or a pit maneuver.
Or a pit maneuver, yes. Either which.
Just go send him down pit road. Send him down pit road, literally or afterwards, one way or the other.
All right, 1 to go here.
The lights should be going out this time.
Oh, wait, no, there's 2 to go. Never mind. David Lindahl tricked me there. He started pulling up next to Sims there, making me think it was 1 to go.
Well, they are doubling up, so. Are you live? Because when they cross the start-finish line this time the lights should go out.
Yeah, I'm live.
Okay.
Yeah, once they pass the start-finish line this time, it should be 1 to go.
Is that who I think it is? Who was that
Who?
blinking? I don't know.
I know Douglas has been... No, that's not Douglas. Might be Adam Free. Yeah, Adam Free. He blinked a little bit, but I haven't seen him blink too much this race, so.
All right, let's see what's going on. Try to get my current driver up because I know once this thing over with, I'm not going to be able to get it up. That was so wrong.
Right. Lights are out on the pace truck.
So that's going to give us restarting this race at lap 133.
It's going to be an interesting 17 laps here.
I'm glad you did the math.
I got you, man. I got you.
Well, I'm going to sit back and we'll fire up this stogie and hope for a green flag finish and expect not to have it.
Expect not to have it. Yep. It's going to be a pretty crazy 10 laps here.
Steven Sims is your leader. Lindahl, Westerfield, Wilkins, and how about Springer rounding out the Type 5? He's fighting his way back up to try to take this win away from everybody. Come on, Lindahl. Sims got a good jump. Westerfield to the inside of Lindahl. Westerfield making a good move for it.
Yeah,
Dakota Wilkins. Dakota Wilkins doing the battle. Oh. Springer. He made a hole. Springer made a hole for right there. Springer wants this thing bad.
Springer has wrecked, I believe, twice in this race. So if he wins, I mean, that would be insane.
And this battle is still heating up. He's got Adam Purcell, I believe. No, it's Adam Faree all over the back end of him. Back up front, Westerfield chasing down this man, Steven Sims. 15 laps to go. A lot of battles going on the track, but the closest ones up front are the ones that we're watching, ladies and gentlemen. Springer.
If Westerfield's got anything for him.
Well, he's closed the gap. And he keeps closing it. But so is Dakota Wilkins. Dakota Wilkins is closing that gap as well. He is just 0.6 of a second off the back end of Westerfield. Now he's 5. So Dakota Wilkins is a coming.
Yeah, I mean, if he can get to them, it'll be interesting to see how he does. We haven't, I mean, like I said earlier, we haven't really been able to see him in the top 5 battling these guys. So a good chance here in 3rd place to go fight for that 2nd place and or the lead.
Jim Westerfield's closed that gap down. He gets it within 1/10 of a second. He's just not able to capitalize on it. Steven Sims doing an awesome job here tonight. He was my 2nd pick. I know he's Rod Fostenall's teammate. They got to be ecstatic with leading this race here at the closing laps. But it ain't over yet. Westerfield's hungry.
Oh, there you go.
So is Wilkins. Lindahl, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, has dropped all the way back into 6th place. I see smoke on the track. That is either internet speed, warp, or somebody is. That looked like Fosenall.
We got Rod Fosnall slowing down on the back of the back straight. Here comes Wilkins.
I think he's got some major damage or something. What is going on? I think he's trying to make it back down the pit road, but I don't think he's going to make it.
Wow, we got a 3-car battle for the lead right now.
Westerfield thought about it. Looked to the inside. Now they got to try to get around Holloway.
Put on him to keep it to the outside and let these guys battle.
Yep, Dakota Wilkins is there. I said he was gaining on him. This is going to turn out to be Fosenall still trying to get to pit road. He better just keep hitting that starter button.
Yeah.
He's down off the track, so don't believe that would cause a yellow flag, as they're going to work lap traffic. Emmenizer trying to get out of the way.
Coming to 7 to go.
Now this is where a lapper can make you or break you. And this is also where you can use a lapper as a pick.
Yeah, but as a lapper, you gotta make sure you stay out of the way. You don't want to get in these guys' way and be the reason somebody loses their lead.
Ooh! Wow, he is all over the back of Sims. Wilkins is all over the back of Westerfield. This is turning out to be a hell of a finish. Oh, bump and run! Didn't make the run, but he got the bump in. It's a beating and a banging.
Sims definitely knows he's there.
The gloves are off. Wilkins looking to the inside. Didn't quite get there.
This is crazy how close these 3 are racing. You know, I mean, you'd expect one to maybe pull away, but all 3 of them are running the same pace right now.
The top 4 drivers are on the same set of tires, 41 laps. You would think Purcell and Outlaw would be gaining on them, but they're not. And they're on 17-lap old tires.
Yeah, it shows the speed of these guys.
Oh,
Wilkins
Wilkins
goes for second.
He's got it. He's there. He was credited with that lap as being in second. There's the pick maneuver.
He's going to get it.
Oh, don't hit the wall. Oh, he hit the wall. Wow. Oh, it ain't over with yet. He's still bouncing off the wall.
Sims is loving seeing this in his rearview mirror right now.
The more they fight each other, the farther away Sims gets.
Yeah.
Crossover move by Dakota Wilkins.
Oh.
This is a heck of a battle going on for second place. Guess who's got there? Springer.
Yeah,
Springer is there. 3 laps to go. He's going to say, y'all keep it up, and I'm going to wreck both of you to take away second.
Yeah, Sims now, he just does not want to caution.
Oh, wow. Westerfield pushed up real hard. That leaves the door open for Springer.
Sims is just...
Oh, there they go. Westerfield just cannot find a way to get back down. There he goes. Now, if they get to the white flag, this race will be over, ladies and gentlemen. Steven Sims got a half a second lead over top of Wilkins. The white flag is out, so if this yellow flag comes out, it's over. Wow. Dakota Wilkins keeps bouncing off the wall. That allows for Springer to take away second. Of course, now it ain't over. Now it is. All over but the crying. Boo-hoo-hoo.
That was craziness.
That was a heck of a finish. So, well, my pick, I'm going to start with my pick tonight, Dakota Wilkins, because since I'm already on him. But we're going to give a quick shot here of Steven Sims. We're going to let Steven Sims burn it down on the camera a little bit, and then we'll jump back over to Dakota Wilkins and pull him in for a interview.
Yeah, Sims deserves that nice burnout right there.
Yes, he does. He worked hard for that. I think I'm going to have to mess with him a little bit. You know me. All right, let's see if we can't get old 44 of Dakota Wilkins in here. Move him up into, well, I got to move everything out of my way first. Up into the broadcast booth. Mr. Wilkins, my man, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, I picked you to win the race tonight, and you almost done it. Walk us through your race all the way at the end there. I mean, you did a heck of a job. If you had not clipped that wall, do you think you'd had them?
I don't know. You know, Jim did a hell of a job of, pulling me up, and I mean, it's late in the race, so he's got to do what he's got to do. But man, if I could have got around Jim faster, I feel like I had something for Steven. But I mean, for getting damaged in the race and going all the way back, and I knew I was fast on the long run, so all those cautions, I wasn't happy to see them, but I was happy we got a decent run at the end, and I'll take third. It's not as good as I wanted to, or good as I know I could have finished, but I'll take third.
Well,
sorry, David, go ahead.
I was just going to say you did a heck of a job during practice. You led most of the standings there in practice till the end there. Like I said, I did pick you to win the race. You were my first pick for the night to win the race. You just drew just a little short. What you got for him, Zach?
Oh, I was just going to say, I pointed out during the broadcast there late in the race, you were having to start behind some people on some older tires. How were you able to stay patient behind them and eventually work your way around them to get to the leader?
It was tough. With how this track is, and it's off too. It's so tight, and everyone's pitching everyone. It's quick to lose your patience, but I just tried to keep it cool, and knew eventually I'll get around them myself. Just always seemed like I always get right next to me had fresh tires. You started behind another guy with fresh tire, and I'll be stuck behind a guy on old tires and lose a couple spots and have to work hard to get back up there. So it was a little frustrating, but we just kept the truck clean and came home third.
Yeah, you kept it clean all the way up to the last 10 laps. I was kind of hoping you'd have got there, man. Not that I wanted to see Sims lose the race, but we can't have two winners. But hey, man, y'all put on a hell of a show there at the end of the race, and my hats are off to all three of you drivers out there. 4 of you, actually, with Jim Westerfield being in the mix there as well. So congratulations on your top 3 finish. I say it every race, man. Shout-outs. Get them in, get them out. I know you got them.
All right. Well, first and foremost, JP, and for running this amazing league. If you're watching and you're not part of Dynasty Racing League, join. It's a great group of guys and great league. You guys for doing the broadcast. The broadcasts are always top-notch, and it's it's always a blast to go back and watch them, whether it's the Monday night broadcast or Tuesday night broadcast. My teammates, fortunately none of them were able to show up tonight, but we push each other and we help each other as much as we can. So, and then everyone who watches my stream, Gary, Dougie, Jay, Jess, Tom, everyone, just everyone watches it. They support me and they're digging. They were telling me to dig and telling me to go for it, but I just came up a little short, guys.
Well, you're going to have a lot of fun going back and watching this broadcast, my man. I guarantee you that.
Oh, definitely.
Because we had fun doing it tonight. Ain't that right, Zach?
Absolutely. That was really fun watching you three guys race for the lead there at the end there.
All right, Mr. Wilkins, where do you want me to put you back at?
The FMS team channel.
All righty. You're gone, my man. In 3, 2, 1. Bing. He's gone. All right, now we got to grab a hold of Mr. Springer. I know where he's at. He's still sitting on the track with a tore-up race truck, but he did an awesome job here tonight. Going to pull him up here out of Dysfunctional Patriots. I believe that's where he's at. If I can get him moved up here into the broadcast booth. Mr. Springer, my man, you got a copy?
Hey, how you doing, David? How's my truck look?
Hey, it looks messed up, my man. I mean, it looks like it's been to a ringer. You might want to take that thing to the wash and get it buffed out a little bit.
Yeah, I can see the damage from in here. Basically all raised, pretty much.
Well, listen, since you want to talk about damage, walk us through that, man. That little bit of battle you had, I don't know if you want to call it retaliation, but I want to call it retaliation. What do you think?
Well, in the long, I guess it was maybe 10 or 15 or 20 into the first run, I went up there and passed Collins, and then I passed him again later once the tires rolled. And I ran him down from like 2 seconds back after battling a bunch of guys, and he still felt the need to dive bomb it in there. So I kind of don't put up with that stuff, if I can say it that way.
Yeah, well, you can say it that way. I was sitting here watching. Just my personal opinion. I seen you get into the back end of him. No harm, no foul there. Hey, man, you're slowing me up. I get that. And then, like 4 laps later, dive bombs you, turns you, send you to the fence. You save it. You saved it.
Oh, I had about 4 saves in that race, including the last lap.
We saw.
Yeah, I was making so much time going into one. I was killing those guys on entry, and if the guy's slow, I didn't mean to hit him, but he was just even slower than I thought. So, I thought he should have got the message. This dude's faster. You let him go, but he didn't.
Well, I gotta say, Richard, I picked you to win at the beginning of the race because I saw that you worked on the long run practice.
Jinx.
And I gotta say, man, that was a roller coaster ride. You'd be up in the top, and then you'd have to go to the back, and just a great job working back up to get to second.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate you saying that. At one point there, when I was still rolling. There was no caution.
I don't understand why there was no caution. That should have been a caution. 5 cars across the track. It's blocked.
Well, I don't know if it's the same one. There were several of those, evidently, from what I heard on the radio. But that one in particular, so when I was okay, and then when Austin actually went by, then I got a crinkle in the left front. But I was still competitive after that. I just gassed her up, kept going, and I was still able to run with those guys. And then I fixed the damage and dropped to the back later. Well,
the last one that took Collins out was the net code. There was a good 1.5 feet between both of y'all's trucks. You'll have to go back and look at the replay, the broadcast.
I heard it was three wide, maybe 4.
Yeah, there was 3 wide. He forced it 3 wide, but then, like I said, the net code kicked in, and it just sent him around, and he got collected. And I don't know why yellow flag did not come out there. If the yellow flag was ever going to come out, it should have been there. And he sat there for a long time in the middle of the track, and it still never come out. So
yeah, that's what I heard on the radio. But I know that I stayed way low. It said 3 wide. He said, "Well, okay, 3 wide. I'm going to be at the yellow line," and I'm sure I kept it down there. So then another time, coming off the turn, and Purcell had old tires. Man, oh man, I got trapped behind him. I gave him a little bump, but we were 3 wide again off the corner. That's when Collins got by me, but nobody wrecked. So I think we all 3 did a good job there.
Yeah, y'all did. It was an awesome show here tonight, regardless of what happens in the situation. I say it every race, man. Shout-outs. Get them in, get them out. I know you got them.
Hey, I got to say thank you and Zach for stepping up, doing the broadcast. I know it's not your normal day, David. Normally you're out here running, or most of the time anyway.
I quit running, but because of the wife's issue. But yeah.
Okay. Well, I hope she's doing better. Sounds like she is. So
Yeah.
that's a good thing.
She's home.
So,
she ain't dead. So.
Okay, and then of course JP for I guess he's a little busy now too. He's got something. I don't know if he got. I don't know. He says
moving.
He's moving, or maybe he got kicked.
Yeah. Maybe
he got kicked out of his house. That's what I'm thinking happened. But that's just my opinion. That doesn't count.
Well,
so, and then of course the teammates too. Having running with the teammates was great. It's too bad for Daniel. He got caught up in a wreck there, and he was running really good. He was about to pass for the lead at one point when we had a caution, and that hurt us both because we were both fast in the long run.
Well, when you're 40 years old, you need to be kicked out of mom and daddy's house.
James is just a kid.
I know. I'm just picking with him. I hope he's listening
to me, especially.
I hope he's listening to the broadcast. Is why I said that. So
he's probably going to penalize me now.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Well,
so he gave me this track though. He gave me this track in Darlington. So at least, I like this track. I've always done pretty well here. So I thank him for that.
I have personal opinions about what happened here tonight, but as far as I'm concerned, it was just racing, man. Good luck and congratulations on your second place finish.
Thank you. If rubbing is racing, yeah, there was a lot of racing.
Yeah, there was a lot of that. Where do you want me to put you back at? S2R? Hint,
yeah,
wink,
right.
wink.
Dumbass.
You can't say it on the air.
Whoops, sorry.
All right.
Dumb belly.
All right. Have a good one, Richard.
Wow. Thank you.
Yep. Dysfunctional Patriots. If I can find it. There he goes. Alrighty. Well, we'll grab a hold of Steven Sims. We're going to mess with him a little bit, too.
Get him in here.
Where is he at?
Caught 5 now.
Oh, he's all by his lonesome down there. Let's see. Let's mess with him on that. Well, since the race is over with, and Steven Sims did a really good job. Richard Springer did a great job. Dakota Wilkins, Ronnie Outlaw, Jim Westerfield. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to call it for tonight. There's no sense in. Oh, who's laughing? Is that you, Sims?
That is not Sims.
Oh,
I was a little confused for a second.
Oh, okay. Well, since we got you in here, let's get you to walk you through your race, man. Congratulations, by the way.
Oh, well, thank you. Didn't really have a great race in the beginning. Just between 3rd and 6th all race. And then that one middle of the green flag run we had, we saved a lot of tires, was able to get to Collins, but not quite past them. And then, because Collins took his tires early, was able to take tires. I was able to take tires when that caution came out, and that set me up for the end, being the first car on tires, and just kept the lead from there.
Well, yeah, you did an awesome job. You put a heck of a show going on there at the end. What you got for him, Zach?
Oh, I mean, just really good job. I mean, you pointed out, Steven, that we didn't really see you up there in the top 3, top 5 for a little bit of the race. But when it really mattered, you were able to get up there. Tell us how you did that. Or other than, I guess, saving your tires really well.
Yeah, it's really, really hard to pass here. You got to almost move somebody or get a better run off the exit. So right when I got one of the cautions, right when I got to Austin, got under him, and the caution came out instantly, or like right when I got under him. I think that's when he pitted, and that's what got me in the lead, and I just protected the bottom, and they got close to me at the end, but they started to fight, and that really helped me out. I don't know if I could help the lead off if Dakota didn't start fighting Westerfield.
Well, for me, congratulations on the win, man.
Well, in my opinion, I think that's where Austin lost his race. He should have pitted with y'all and took the tires then. But he stayed it out, and he waited for one more yellow, which forced him to come down pit road after you had already did your pit stop 8 laps later, which put him back into traffic. So I think, my personal opinion, if Collins hadn't have shot himself in the foot by staying out there, he wouldn't have been back there in the back to get wrecked later on. But that's just armchairing the race, And I'm good at that because I'm the broadcaster. Right?
Yeah,
wink, wink. All right, Sims. I say it every race, man. You got to get you some Kentucky Fried Chicken from Fossinall after this is all over with. But shout-outs. Get them in. Get them out. I know you got them.
Everybody, TVB for being race control, JP for running the league and making everything go smoothly, and you guys for broadcasting, and everybody watching at home.
Well, if you said tonight went smoothly, then I hate to see what a rough night looks like.
Yeah. We'll see it next week. We're on dirt.
You know you won't. You won't see me on dirt, and I hope I'm not broadcasting that thing either, because that'd give me a headache. Who was it? We'll talk about that later, but yeah, I want to definitely talk to you later about that one too. But anyway, congratulations on your win, Mr. Sims, and we look forward to seeing you back here next week at Eldora so you can tear the trucks up in some mud.
All right. Can't wait to finish 15th next week.
Well,
Congrats, man.
there's only going to be 15 trucks showing up.
Probably.
I know that's
I'm
right.
terrible at dirt.
Well, do what I do. Wreck them all and hope like you're the only truck we're still running at the end.
That's the way to do it.
All right, Sims. Have a great night, man.
All right, you too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to conclude tonight's broadcast. I want to thank... oh, wait a minute. I need to... Where do you want me to put you at, Sims?
Just put me in race chat.
Okay. Let's do not disturb. There he goes, race chat. All right. I am not going to be able to get anything. Yep, no information, no credits, no nothing like that. Of course, I knew that. I told Whetstone that was going to happen at the beginning of this race anyway. But our next broadcast will be, for this series, is going to be Iowa, I believe it is, next Monday.
Yep, it's Iowa.
No, Iowa is for the Grand
I thought
National
you meant
Series,
for the
and
Grand
Eldora is going to be for us, for the Truck
Sorry,
Series.
I
So-
thought you meant for just the next broadcast. I apologize.
Well, yeah, the next broadcast will be Monday night, Eldora, for the,
Oh, really?
Iowa. Man, you get me. Urgh. Iowa for the Grand National Series Monday, Eldora Tuesday night, our next race in this series. See, that's why I wish I had my buttons working. As always, we want to thank everybody that's part of this league, the racers, the fans, the broadcasters, Zach for stepping up to helping me out tonight. I stepped up to help JP out. Oh, wait a minute. I might actually get some credits going on here. I don't know. But anyway, we would definitely want to thank JP for putting on the league. Want to thank him for his marketing, his financing, everything he does, broadcasting, all that good stuff. Want to thank the broadcasters are myself, JP, Taylor Butcher Benjamin, Rod Fosnall, and all the guest broadcasters, Zach Whetstein, Bill Edwards, everybody that helps out when they can. Want to thank the race controls for sure, TBB, Richard Springer, Dakota Wilkins, thank you for all that work you put into. Administrators are myself, Getty Butner, JP, and Martin Wenzel. Thoughts and concerns, send us a message, man. We can't fix it if we don't know it's broke. So let us know something if we need to take care of something. Of course, I'm pretty sure our box is going to be full after tonight's race. With that being said, what do you think, Zach? Time to call it a night?
Yeah, man. I mean, after a race like that, good chance to take a breath.
Well, I'm going to go and get me a nice cup of Pepsi and sit back with a bag of chips and watch a movie with the wife.
There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, good night and God bless, and we'll see you back here next Monday night for the Grand National Series at, where? Iowa.
Iowa.
So, good night, ladies and gentlemen, and God bless.